Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the video, and this one is very late. I apologize for that. The news was delayed this morning, and I have a real-time job that pays a lot more than this one. This is just my secondary job, which I'm equally, passionate about and stuff like that, but my main job pays a lot more and helps me stay in this house. That being said, there's lots of stuff to go over, so please stay with me. I'm going to be as informative as possible as a JB player and go through some things with you. Maybe you didn't watch my live stream summary, but most of it's covered in my live stream summary. There'll be some more hard-hitting things and things like that. So let's go ahead and get into that. So, as expected, the maintenance is a lot longer than it usually would be. Apparently it's like 12 or so hours, I think, was told to me. So there's that. And yes, our first Neovision banner on the global side. I'll be reviewing these. In particular, there were people who wanted me to review, their brave abilities and things and what to level. I'll definitely be going over that. I have lots of experience with these units at this point, so I know all about this stuff. Not going to go into much right now, but if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, and I'll talk about Tifa and Cloud, and also Barret. Mostly about the first two though, because they're Neovision. I'm not gonna go too much into it right now. Just that they're coming. Everybody knows about Tifa. Obviously Tifa. They got a huge amount of backlash that people thought they might even be close to talking about nerfing her. They got a huge amount of backlash like immediately, like a snap of the finger. The chat was turning on them, so they had to make sure about that there was no nerfs. And there better not be any, because that would be bad. Intro request, nice that they're still doing this. There's a little bit of lapis in your pocket. It's not a huge amount, but you get to use Cloud if you didn't pull for him. Now this is something I will go over in this video for you guys that are paying attention. So yes, there are vision cards available, but Cloud's is like the only one that's actually that good, and the other ones, this is just awful. This is terrible. Terrible. This is also pretty bad, and this is also pretty bad. Obviously you would want the last one, the Cactuar, though. You're not going to be leveling this up, so ignore those stats. It's literally you can't get any wrong than that. Like level 1 is the same as level 10, so obviously you're not going to be leveling this up. But I don't know if it will work the same way as you putting all your regular Cactuars together and then you fuse the unit. I don't know if it works like that. I've never done it that way. And I don't know if there's any point to doing that, because it's not like you're getting a massive amount of them where you would need to do that. So basically you can think of vision cards as an extension, like another equipment slot. Think of it, that's like the easiest way you can think of it. It's another equipment slot for Neovision units only though. And yes, any Neovision unit can equip a vision card. It doesn't have to only be a new one. Tifa can equip vision cards, for example. So there's that. And if you were to pull on the Cloud banner, you're able to get these tickets, which are not on the JB version. You'll be able to get some things in here. Well, I mean, there's some decent stuff in here. If you do 5 pulls, you'll get 50% ST removal. I mean, that's kind of a trap, in my opinion. To pull for Cloud. But of course, again, I'm going to be reviewing all of them. So make sure you're subscribing to the channel, you'll be able to see some Cloud reviews. Reno is not too bad. His STMR is decent. It has guts, not too bad. The unit itself is not that good. It's just okay. It's actually a lot. It's not as good as other quality for units, but he's okay. Basically, he's just okay. And the free equipment is just okay. Nothing you're going to be screaming out of your pants for. So, that being said, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next portion here. It's just King Mog. Oh, also, you want to definitely farm this, as I talked about, and you also want to do the daily bonus challenge so you can get some points, and extra points per day. Now, granting, I don't know if everybody's going to be able to do it, because it actually is not that easy, especially since you can only bring Final Fantasy VII units to this challenge, so it might be a little challenging. The challenge is challenging. What a surprise. Yeah. You want to make sure you want to be doing this, because this is where you're going to be getting your free Tifa. You want to pay attention to the vortex when this is going to be coming up, guys, so you can get your free Tifa this time. So 820 is definitely want to be checking that. You know, everybody wants to get their free Tifa, so don't miss out on that. Dark Visions is Dark Visions. It's the same old thing. New stuff available. Although I guess they're bringing out the bow already and the katana. The katana's worth it. The bow not so much. The bow has very low stats. But if you need a bow, even if you need a bow, I don't think it's worth it. Just pass up on the bow unless it gets buffed. I really doubt that. I would honestly just pass up on the bow. It's terrible. But the katana is pretty good. The katana actually has the most attack, I believe. Has more attack than the sword, so if you want to go for katana and you've been saving all your points, your dark matter, then that's what you should go for. And this is the first boss. It's not hard though, by the way. It's not hard, but it does have the break gauge. It does have the break gauge in there, so make sure you're aware of that. It does have the break gauge. You'll have to bring someone who can do, like Rosa for example. You'll need to bring someone who can break the break gauge, even though it doesn't mention it here. It doesn't have any mention whatsoever of the break gauge, but I'm pretty sure it'll be there. I'm pretty sure it'll be in there. So, those of you who've been on my channel already and have watched all my Neovision guys, I don't know how to really go into this too much, but for those of you who are new to my channel, well, I have a whole bunch of guys on Neovisions that are probably much better at explaining it through my experience than reading a whole bunch of text. It's kind of like it's a lot of information at once, and I already experienced it at the beginning of the JP debut. It was a lot of information to go over. So basically, when you pull for a new Neovision unit, you'll start at EX0. You're starting at ground zero basically. You have nothing, and you have to get a bunch of shards, a unit shard. So if you pull more than one cloud, you'll have 50, and you'll get a red pearl. I guess I shouldn't call it red pearl, because since there's a real name for it. What were they called? Transience and Pearl, I think. I can't read, it's such small text. But basically, EX plus 1 is where you want to be. And I said on the stream, but I said that a long time ago, even before they said that. EX plus 1 is where you want to be because it gives you the brave shift capabilities. And it makes it so you're able to use the unit at the fullest extent. So you need to level up your abilities. That's why you need to farm those brave ability medals, or whatever they're called on the global side. You want to make sure you're going to be doing that, because you definitely want to level up everything to level 5. Unless there's something that you don't want to level up. And we'll be going over that in my review again, plugging my review on Thursday. Or maybe even Wednesday, because there's no changes. So maybe I'll even do it on Wednesday. There's no changes involved. There's no 400% TDH cap announced, but I assume it will be happening. I assume it will happen. So I guess they're just calling these static. I guess they couldn't call them Magnus abilities because that's what we were calling them on the JP side, because it basically had the same symbol, but they're called Grandis abilities, and you can only use a few of them. It's the same thing as Magnus abilities. It's basically the exact same thing. It even says right there. It says right here. That's funny. So basically, Magnus abilities are like a prototype. Oh, nice! They're giving away. No, never mind. They're not doing that. I thought they were giving away some, but no. That's the same thing on the JB side. It's just another, parameter mission, expert mission, one of those things. Amount of 7 stars that you would have, not counting how many Neovision units you'll have. You can get a whole bunch of those. EX point rework, I like that. It definitely needs to be reworked because it's terrible. The JB side needs to rework theirs because theirs is terrible. I think that these rewards are actually pretty good. The Moogle is okay, but these rewards are actually a lot better than the JB side versions. and I'm hoping that they'll get reversed soon. This is actually insane. Like, these were for me personally, because you guys know that I am not a free-to-play player, so these rewards are actually looking kind of good. And more than one EX ticket, by the way. JB site needs to take a notice of this. There needs to be changes. They changed, like last year they changed a little bit, but that's not even enough anymore. There needs to be some changes. There needs to be some changes going on up in here. So I'm glad the global side wins in the EX point change. The guild shop is not anything new. That is on the JB side already. The guild shop will allow you to buy certain things that you could buy in King Mog. I think that comes later. Originally it'll be like Cactuars and King Burst Pots, which you want to buy those up immediately. I know there's some people out there that do not have much gil, but make sure you're farming up gil right now, especially with the raid going on. Make sure you're farming that. Oh, the VIP shop. VIP shop is kind of interesting. I'm looking forward to that because that's something different. Now, some people did actually make some interesting arguments for the UOCs, and I'm not doubting that. So honestly, I think you should go for the SCMR tickets or the UOCs. The Lapis, I think the Lapis is the weakest option. 6,000 Lapis is not that much. Now, if this was like 15k Lapis, now we're kind of talking a little bit here. I don't know. I think the Lapis is probably, not a lot of people are talking about the Lapis option. Some people did, some people didn't. So I think that the best options are 1 and 3. And that's probably gonna be the ones that are gonna be the most. But Facebook dictates everything pretty much for these voting. So whatever Facebook feels like voting on, that's what they're gonna vote on. And everything else, like me for example, I don't have, like I can tell you to pull for a certain thing, but I really shouldn't be. You guys can vote for whatever you want. Facebook is gonna be dictating our polls basically. Whatever they feel like wanting to get, they'll win. Because it's always Facebook wins in the end. They're the majority of players, so it is what it is. And I don't think I need to go over this too much because there's some trial missions. Oh, I think they already mentioned that. I think they mentioned that already. I believe they mentioned that in some capacity, so I'm not going to go over that too much because there's already so much to go over. This is something I've been looking forward to. You can get some Esper Wars, you can get King Burst Pots. That was just available on the JB side not too long ago. This is actually really good. Don't miss out on this. Hope you guys have a bunch of friend points available because you definitely want to do this every single day. Do not miss out on this. Sometimes you guys like, oh, I might have missed out on the free daily summon or something. Don't miss out on this because you can get some good stuff in here. And maybe not so good stuff, but mostly good stuff. Half energy is half energy. Amazing enhancements is okay. I'm glad that at least they're coming now, because before they didn't. All chambers opens. Now this is what I really wanted to touch on really quickly. All chambers open is not important. Who even does them anymore? However, in the future, the JB side actually buffed up the experience and the gold rates. They changed them to be a lot better than they were. So I just wanted to bring that out in my perspective as being a JB player as well. I just wanted to talk about that really quickly, that they will be buffed eventually. And maybe they're kind of worth it now. They're kind of worth it. If you have like if you have XP rate ups or if you have a lot of XP rate ups, it's almost as much as doing like a max Cactuar is what I was told. Some people in my Discord tested it. It's not too bad now. Right now it's terrible. Of course, don't even waste your energy on that stuff. So there's that. This is something interesting. 10% rates for Neovision, so you're the only one who can pull this cloud right now, but eventually maybe wow, that's a lot. That's a lot. They're offering a whole lot. That's a lot of summons. Okay, that's actually really nice. So you do have a lot of chances to get, you know, Neovision units. 10% is a lot higher than 1.25. Some more pulls here. Could get some stuff from this as well. Nice. Some more pulls. Always nice. Last D Chocobo. Honestly, just worry about the milestone rewards because those are guaranteed, and don't worry about anything else, to be honest, because everything else is up to chance. Whatever the server feels like giving you is what they'll give you. So some daily login rewards, they mentioned this in the live stream already. Ascension Pro, this is almost all the same stuff that the JB side got, although on day 10, of course, you don't want to miss out on that. Even though the JB side got it, it's still special to get this Transcendent Pearl. I'm glad that they're calling them pearls, because we did call them on the JB side, we called them pearls. So they are calling them pearls, at least. That's nice. You could get lucky with these tickets, maybe. Get cloud with these tickets. Wouldn't that be something? And the more login bonus, Lapis. Ooh, 5-star EX ticket. Not too bad. This, not too bad. We're almost at the end, guys. Buckle up. Keep your seatbelt where it is. A lot of new things being added. You know, some people are looking forward to 11's Prism and also Serena's Prism, but they're not buffed yet, so not too special, but at least there's some interesting things being put in. So there's that. And also oh yeah, they're increasing the UOC pool. They already mentioned that. It's nice. Oh, they're renaming all these tickets. So make sure you guys are paying attention to this. Make sure you're paying attention to the ones that say no, especially with the... I told you guys this was guaranteed that this would not be Neovision. This was the same thing on the JB side. The only way you can get EX tickets now on the JB side is through the EX point system or through raids, basically. Like the raid summon, I think. Or even... maybe not even that anymore, I don't think. No, not even that anymore. So there are a lot of things in here that cannot get Neovision, but there are some things that can. Just pay attention to that, guys. And that's it. We're done. So let me know what you guys think about all that kind of stuff going on. There's lots to digest. This is a longer video than my summary video almost, because there's just so much to go over, but I shortened it down. I tried to give some insights, and I'll be reviewing again. I'll just mention again, if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. I am going to be reviewing Cloud and Tifa in very good detail, as I always do. I know all about them at this point, so make sure you tune into that. I'll be going over what abilities you should be leveling and what abilities you probably shouldn't be leveling right away. And that's about it. Thanks guys for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a like. If you disliked the video, please give it a dislike. And the keyword, if you watch all the way to the end of this video right now, will be #Tifa. #Tifa will be the keyword. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.